Alright guys, good morning, welcome back to the channel. Today, we got another boat video. Like I said, I wanted to try to get this boat build done way sooner than I have. I've done a few things in between the boat build, and the boat build's kind of, taking a back seat to some of the other activities. But we're really close, actually. Like, I said that last time, but I really think that if we can get the seat mounted up, which that's why I'm at Home Depot now. I think if we can get the seat mounted up, start getting some flooring down, everything's going to kind of come back together. I don't really have too many things to wire up. The radio and stuff like that, I could just wire that up if I have a spare weekend. I could wire those up really kind of anytime. I just want to make sure everything's kind of wired up. I'm a little nervous that the bilge in the back that pumps all the water out in case of basically emergencies, or if you're going down the lake, a lot of water kind of, splashes back up in there, and it might pool up a little bit in the bottom back part of the boat. We got to make sure that that bilge pump is working, or worst case scenario, if I forget to put the plug in, at least we can pump enough water out to get it back to where it needs to go, like on the trailer, or until we can get that plug back in, which obviously most important part when you're boating is to make sure you have your plug in. Anyway, I gotta run into Home Depot real quick. I have to get a couple things. I really want to get this boat going, that way this fall, when the fall comes, we can go enjoy it a little bit once my life slows down a little bit. So I'm going to go into Home Depot. I just woke up like 15 minutes ago, so bear with me. I should have grabbed my Celsius. I might have to stop and get a Celsius. Shout out Celsius. You guys are... Let's go. All right, guys, I got the goods. So let me see here. Like I said, I grinded off those bolts that went to the front bracket for the deck seat. So I got some new screws. I'm pretty sure they're the same ones. I know what they look like. I didn't take one or measure one because I didn't really think I was going to stop the store this morning for them. And I haven't been out to the shop to grab one. So I'm just going to pray that they work. If not, I'll obviously figure something else out, like I said. And then I got these little brackets. I got 4 of them, and my idea with these is to use them to mount the 2 chairs that were a bench seat are just going to be seats now. And I'm going to use these. I think I should be able to figure out a way to use these hinges. That way they fold up, so they'll be able to fold down, and then you'll be able to fold them up. That way all the stowaway and storage below what was the bench seat is still there, so it should still work. That middle portion that I wanted to put maybe like a step, or maybe a cup holder or 2 cup holders, or even a bait tray or something like that. I still want to do that. I just don't know if I'm going to do that right now, because my mission right now is to get the boat functional again. Like, at least put back together and functional. That way we can go use it. And then all those little small details that I don't have to tear the whole boat apart for, we can do those anytime we want. So again, operation get boat functional so we can actually use it. I'm going to pick you guys back up to shop, and we're going to get started. It's a rainy day, so no better day to be able to work on the boat because can't do anything else. So see you guys then, and we'll get back to another boat video. And hopefully the boat videos are going to be a little bit less than what they are now after today. So let's get after it. All right, guys, I just arrived at the shop. We're going to get started on this boat. We're not even going to sit here and chit chat. I already got my bag out of the truck, and I mounted one of those screws up, and thankfully they're really long. I don't remember the last ones being that long. Maybe I can grab one here. I don't even know where I put them. I grinded them off. They're probably in the boat somewhere. Anyway, mounts up perfect, so I'm pretty excited about that. Now it's just a matter of getting them in the boat, because you have to finagle your hand under the decking and another piece of metal reinforcement that goes across. It's it's really a terrible design, but it's obviously probably designed to not be taken off. Bracket was probably placed on here and this whole decking was somehow like laid in. I don't know. I can imagine that it's never been touched before. So yeah, it's really a pain in the ass is the best way to describe it. So we're going to try to get that mounted up. Another thing we're going to try to do is the back portion of the boat is pretty much ready for flooring. Maybe start on that first, because if I knock that out, then we can mess with the front, and the front's going to be kind of the hardest, and we can do that last. So with that being said, let's just get started instead of talking like I said I wasn't going to do. Let's get after it. So I got all the pieces sanded down. I guess it's not really what I did, but I kind of like got all that old carpet glue and stuff off. There's some carpet stuff still in like the hinges and stuff that I want to kind of take care of. Here we back are to saying, wow, I have a lot more to do on this boat than I really thought I did. That's fact. We're getting closer, but we're also taking like 3 steps forward and like 5 steps back, and then the original plan doesn't go as planned, so then you got to go to backup plan, and the backup plan's kind of a pain in the you know what. This isn't at all what I wanted to do with this back. I didn't want to tear it all apart because just how annoying it was going to be to do so. But the issue was they wrapped all the carpet around the pieces and then put them on, so literally like every crack and crevice, if you cut out the carpet, there's like really stringy stuff at the end, and I thought it would look really, really bad if I didn't take care of that. So I just went the extra step to ensure that, you know, it wasn't going to look like absolute dog poop. But yeah, now I think we're on to being able to put the flooring down in the back. I got to cut one more piece for that middle section now. What I'm going to do is, since I only got 6 bolts for the seat bracket for the front, I'm going to put them on the back because I want to get the back done first, because the front still needs a little work. See, the back is not as bad because all the plumbing for the live well is good. All I did was take the batteries out of the back, yada yada. So the back is going to be more simple. I'm going to say that lightly. It's going to be a little more simple to put everything on. So we're going to keep working at it and hopefully get the back maybe done. I don't know. I'm going to try my best, but obviously I was a little more ambitious than I should have been, but now that it's all torn apart, I have to put it back together. So let's just keep chugging and eventually it'll be done, right? So let's keep going. All right, so I got my first piece down. It did not go as well as planned. It actually didn't go as planned at all, which you'll have that on the big job. So I tried tracing the bottom side. Obviously, it's going to be reversed to that. When I cut it out, the foam side, everything was opposite. So if you guys use this stuff, you got to trace it on top of the foam stuff, I think. That's the only way to do it. It didn't turn out as bad as I thought it would. That edge right there is going to bother me a little bit right there because you could still see some wood. I don't know. I might try to fix that. I don't know how I'm going to fix that, but I'm going to put the foam on top of here and the foam on top of here and see what it kind of looks like if I leave a little bit of an overhang. Yeah, this stuff, it's cool, but it's not carpet. So carpet is going to be much easier to put on. I can tell you that right now, because carpet, basically you just wrap the whole sheet of plywood in it. This stuff it's yet flexible but not super flexible. So yeah, that kind of stinks. I absolutely butchered this already. My big brain thought it'd be a good idea, which it was realistically a good idea, to trace it on the back on the white paper portion, cut it out. It's just smooth, easier to work with. If you think about it, that's a good idea in theory, but when you flip it over, everything's gonna be reversed. So thankfully I cut the piece long enough where I was still able to use it. I was like, okay, I have to use it now. I'm not going to cut a new piece for this. That makes no sense. I guess I could have maybe tried to use it on the other side, but it's not the same piece, and believe it or not, from side to side it varies quite a bit. Anyway, I got my first piece down. It looks good. Yeah, on camera, obviously it's going to look good, but yeah. So needed a piece for the corner, so I took the piece I cut off and tried to, you know, kind of mend it back in there. It looks okay, but it might be one of those things where I just keep it for now. It's my first piece. It is what it is. Another thing too is it's just a tad bit short on the inside, so you can still see the wood portion, which is kind of annoying. Once I get all the foam on the rest of the back of the boat, I'd say it's probably going to look okay. With that being said, I'm super frustrated. I know that I say this every video, it seems like, but I just want to reiterate it. And this channel does have a lot of potential to make really exciting and enjoyable content, but I film on Sunday. I go to Erica's apartment most of the time, Sunday night, and try to, you know, settle down for the weekend. But then I have to edit my video to make sure that I get it up for Monday. So it's a grind. I'm absolutely grinding. And if I don't stop at certain points when I'm frustrated or get to a decent stopping point, I just never get content up. And I think it's more important that I get videos up to you guys rather than waiting to make a really good video. And sometimes I've been questioned if any of my videos are really good. So I'd rather just get the content up to you guys and hope to build a following of people that like to watch my content, and then they're going to be excited once they see the direction the channel will be able to go once I get more backing and support from everybody. I know that was a lot, but like I said, a good stopping point, and I think I've reached a good stopping point because I'm going to get frustrated and everything's just going to look a lot worse than what it already is starting to. So I think this is a good time to say thank you guys for watching. Please hit that subscribe button. You guys don't realize every subscriber that I get, how excited I get, because I know once this channel reaches a certain point, I can step away from all the other things that consume a lot of my time. Again, I appreciate all you guys. I appreciate 514 of you, I think is what we're at right now. So just keep being awesome. Keep inspiring me to make these videos because I absolutely love it. That's going to be it for today's video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.